4th of Feb today, last night shift, last run for my night shift break. Felt incredibly stiff, incredibly tired, lethargic, all the general niceties that you feel on night shift. You feel terrible. You're fighting sleep the whole time. You're fighting your body's natural urge to rest and relax and recuperate, and you're kicking on and you're working, and you're trying to think, and you're trying to push through this unnatural phase in your roster, in your month. So I'm done now for the month, or maybe the next month and a half for night shifts. So look, the message that I took out of today was hit it with pace, and hit it at pace, and just pace. I felt so damn sore and so damn tight. This was actually the second time I filmed the stretching. I filmed the first lot of stretching, which I did for about 5 minutes, and did zoomed in wrong, so it was zoomed into my head and you couldn't see anything else but my facial expressions. So I had to take my phone back out again and film a shorter condensed version of the stretching I did. So I stretched pretty much twice and I was still really, really sore. But look, I got into a groove after a K. I warmed up after a K and I'm like, oh, you know what, I'm feeling pretty good. And the road was nice and wet and slippery, and same thing with last night as well. It started raining. As soon as it starts raining, that's it kicks you up the bum, and tells you to get a move on and get going. And I got into a rhythm, and you can see with some of the little clips coming up, I was running at a good pace with a good rhythm, and it wasn't too taxed on my breathing either. I was comfy, and I was comfy in a sort of higher tempo pace, and it felt fantastic. So it's one of those things where if your head is telling you you're not in it, and maybe your body's telling you you're not in it a little bit, just get to the warm up, just get to the start, because you never know how you can feel it halfway through to the end of it. And man, I hit it with pace. I flew through this session, got back to work. Now at home, it's about 8:30 in the morning. I finished work at 7, and yeah, just glad I kept going, kept running on my nights. Like I said, it's pretty much been a year anniversary since I've done it, and can't think of anything better to spend my time on during an hour-long break, middle of your night shift. A lot of people ask me why I run and why I do it, and I think it's a good question. I tell them it's a good question, because wholeheartedly I probably don't know, but I know how it makes me feel, and I know some of the things it does for me. I don't maybe know why I started multifactorial, why I started it. Fitting in training when you're not training on night shifts, trying to do something hard, trying to expand my mind and my sort of zones of effort and things like that. But whatever those compounding reasons were, because I know it's definitely not one, I'm 100% glad I did this, and super stoked that I got to hit this one with pace and sort of celebrate capping off my 4 nights for the month. So cheers, we will see you in the next one. See you tomorrow. We'll be at the gym, we'll be lifting weights. I'm going to put away the cardio for a few days, or at least the road running for a few days, and get after it in the gym. Have a good one.